So generally when I start doing my market research, I will start with rentals.com. So I'll just go up here and go to rentals.com, and I will search for homes in my area. So I want to find homes that are of similar size with similar amenities and in the same general area. So I'm going to put in a zip code here. Let's do the zip code because I like this area. So it came back and it has a whole bunch of listings you can see, pages and pages. I'll start to change the filter on this. I'll say I want to find something within 5 miles from the center of that zip code, and it will cut down my number of search results. Now there's 5 pages. So then I'll look and I'll say, well, I'm really only interested in my case, homes. You could be doing this for apartments as well, or condos, but I'm doing it for homes. So I only want to see houses and homes, and that cuts it down to 4 pages. And then my home has 3 bedrooms, so I want to compare it to a 3-bedroom home. And this cuts it down to 2 pages. So here is probably a good start. Generally speaking, the square footage will be about the same, and even if it's not, you'll see here in a second that it can be different. So then the next step is going to be to go and look at or go open up the rental property template spreadsheet where I'm going to enter all this information into. So I have the rental property spreadsheet here open already. You can see here in this spreadsheet that I have some different estimates. So I use the spreadsheet for a few different things, but what you can see is I have a general template here which has columns for the data that we're going to need, and preset calculations based on filling that out, as well as an area to make notes. You can also see the estimates that I've done in the past, and basically what we're going to do is punch in the zip code that we were searching in, the square footage of the home we looked at, how many bedrooms it had. You could add columns for number of bathrooms or other stuff like pool or no pool, like a yes/no field. But for what I was doing with this is all that I really needed, and it has everything for the calculation. So it also has the price, the asking price that they're basically asking on rentals.com, and then the square footage, or the price per square foot of the home. Once we're done with that, down here I'm going to calculate an average. So you can see the average at this time, which looks like it was in August of 2008. The price per square footage was 69 cents per square foot. This is actually a sum. The asking price, so based on that, my home was 1680 square feet. There were actually 2 bedrooms at the time, but 1680 square feet. And based on this average per square footage, or average price per square foot, I could assume that my asking price that would be reasonable or average compared to everyone else, not looking at any sort of amenities that my home has versus others, which I'll add to or subtract from later on, from this baseline price. You can see my reasonable asking price was this $1,157 about. And then if you fast forward, it looks like here a few months, 2009 in January, based on the data that I ran at that time, the average asking price was 63 cents per square foot versus 69 a few months earlier, and it's about $100 less, the asking price on average for the home. And you can see here in this particular sheet, I've recorded notes off to the side where I'll say, well, this is this one had a pool and a spa, and first month's rent was half off. This one was offering $500 off first month's rent. Pool spa includes pool service, so they're actually baking pool service into what they're what their monthly rental price is. So I can capture those kind of notes there, so then I can rationalize later on what the prices are, which ones I want to add in, which ones I want to drop out. So if I go back here to template, I'm now going to bounce back and forth between rentals.com, and this may actually get kind of boring, but you can always fast forward to the end. But I'm just going to start recording this information and show you guys here how I do it. So I'm going back over to rentals.com. I've done my search here again. My search criteria was this zip code 85295. Anything within 5 miles from the center of that zip code. I think I also I limited it maybe to the number of bedrooms. I said 3 bedrooms, and that's I think all that I filtered on. You could filter and get more specific if you needed to, but for this purpose, I don't believe I do need to. So this first one is their asking price is $1,150. So all these are going to be the same. This is all 85295. I'm just going to drag this down. Square footage on this first one was, let's see, it doesn't show right here that I see, so I'm going to click on it so that I can see the details behind it. I'm going to go down and I'm going to look, and here's where it tells me the square footage. 1575. So I'm going to alt tab back. I'm going to type in 1575. This one is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. I don't have a spot for bathrooms here. Just put 3 bedrooms. And their asking price again is $1,150. So you can see there the price per square foot there is 73 cents per square foot. Any notes? Is there anything interesting here that could say, well, they're getting more because of, for some reason? So I'll go down here and say amenities. Big things we're looking for, like do they have a pool, do they have a spa? Their community has a pool, which is nice. I generally advertise for that. It's not a 3-car garage, it's a 2-car garage. That's basically it. So I'm gonna go and put some. I'll just put some notes here. Normally I just leave it blank, but I'll just say nothing interesting. Community pool. I know this because I have a community pool. I'm putting it down just so I can compare it later on. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go then to the second one. Check out the details here. This one's 3 bedroom, 21 square feet. 21, 3 bedrooms. Asking price on this one is $12.95 per month. And that's at 64 cents per square foot. Anything interesting here that I would want to call out as an amenity? Nothing really interesting jumps out at me, so I would probably not put anything on here. One thing that is interesting is washer and dryer included in this one. They've put that in the advertisement. This one I didn't notice. Under amenities, they did the same. So let's see. I'm going to jump back over here and I'm going to say nothing interesting. Alright, back. So I said this could get boring because we're going to be doing a lot of this. The first 2, we're going to jump to the third one now. You could go through the pictures too if you wanted to and whatnot on any of them that are outliers, really expensive or really cheap. Also, you can read their descriptions if you want, but the bare bones of what we need is bedroom, square footage, and what their asking price is. So this one is 3 bedrooms, 16, 17 square feet. 3 3 bedrooms. Their asking price is $12.95 per month. $12.95, and that's 80 cents per square foot. The other thing that's kind of interesting here that you can see that just helps you get a gauge for what people are getting in your community, what they're asking for, is how much is their application fee and what are they looking for in terms of a deposit. This place just they say they allow cats and dogs. There is a policy though, so I won't typically put that. They do allow smoking, which is interesting, but it says outside only. So that I guess is not of great interest, because one would assume here people are going to smoke outside whether you tell them they can or they can't. The important thing is whether or not they are allowed to smoke inside. Other interesting things that I'm seeing here, they're looking for an 18-month lease. Oh no, sorry, they have options, 18 months, 9 months, which is an interesting one. Basically all the options. 6-month lease increases the price. No, it decreases the price. $12.25, which is weird. Generally, you ask for more per month if it's a shorter lease, because it may be harder to swap people out every 6 months. But that's kind of interesting, unless they're trying to get somebody in quickly, I guess. So let's go back. That was the 3rd one. We're going to go down here to the 4th one. This one's a beautiful home with a great kitchen and open floor. ... So let's take a look. This one is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, $15.88. $15.88, 3 bedrooms, and their asking price is $10.50 per month. 66 cents per square foot. Anything interesting here? Amenities. Not seeing anything interesting there. This last one was getting 80 cents per square foot, or that's what they're asking price. Who knows if that's what they're getting? But I forgot to look at and see if they had any amenities. So, $12.95. This is the one. Amenities. They do have a pool, so I will put that down. That's basically it. So I will say, I will call out that they have a pool. Features a fence, which is funny. So I'm going to say pool. One, two, three, four, 5. We'll do this. This will be the last one, just for grins. I'm here and look. Actually, so all these yellow ones, people have paid to have place at the top. It's how the rentals.com works, I believe, is that you can pay a little extra to have your listing show up at the top. So I'm going to come down here to some people who haven't paid that amount, which will give us just a different feel for what's out there. And we'll just randomly grab these. I'll say, you could go and look and say, okay, this one looks like my house. Like maybe yours is a single story and you don't really want to look at 2-story homes because you don't feel they're comparable. You can kind of pick and choose. I'm gonna grab this one. It looks like it's a single story to me. You can see the pictures there. This one is 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,500 square feet. That was my dog, not me, in case you heard that. Coughed, it was loud. What is this? 15, 13, 15, 13, 3 bedrooms. They're asking for 1,195. 79 cents per square foot. Is there anything interesting here with this one? Amenities. Not a lot. They have a drinking water system, a ceramic tile floor, a patio with sprinklers. So not a lot there, folks. You could also, like I said, you could look through their description and see if there's anything interesting. You could also look at a map to see generally where they are located. Perhaps some of these homes, there's a mall nearby. Perhaps some of these homes are closer to the mall within walking distance, which could demand a little bit higher amount in price per square foot. But we're not doing that right now. Again, you can tailor your search to your situation if you're familiar with the area. So that's basically all there is to it. So I'm going to say nothing interesting here at all. Okay, so if I were doing this today, I would say the average asking price based on what I looked up was 72 cents per square foot. And at 72 cents per square foot for a 1,680 square foot home, you could assume a fair asking price on average. What other people are asking for is about $1,200 a month. You might want to add things into that, or you might want to do your math. I cover that in a different section of this kind of how to be a landlord set of blog posts. But you'll want to think about what is there should I add or remove from this list. Well, maybe I know that all those places that I looked at were 3-bedroom homes, not 2-bedroom homes, which could be less desirable, or it could be more desirable if it has an office instead of a 3rd bedroom. So you just have to kind of play that by ear, or just make a decision and see how it pans out, and kind of tailor it over many tenants that you have. You can add or remove things from this, again, as you see fit. If you have a pool and you know that none of these had a pool, or you could say, well, let's say that the first one and this 3rd one and this last one all had pools, and you notice that they're significantly higher in terms of what they're getting in terms of dollar per square foot. You could then maybe take these other ones out of the algorithm or the calculation, and say, let's get rid of that one, and let's get rid of this one because they didn't have pools, and we'll pretend that the 3 that are left had pools. You can say, wow, that brings the average price per square foot up to 77 cents per square foot, which means a fair asking price is more in terms of $1,300 instead of $1,200. I would have been selling myself about $100 a month short had I not removed those from my list. So tailor it towards your specific home and what you're looking for. And this will give you a good tool to really understand what your asking price is and to start doing some of that math in terms of what is my break even? Am I going to be able to break even? What do I want to get out of the home or out of the rental situation and the business? And how's that going to pan out based on what I know they're going for at this particular time? So that's the skinny. Hope that was helpful. Look for more blog posts and more video blogs, tutorials, and templates on landlord.ideaboxllc.com. Thanks a bunch. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.